Welcome back to Set Smart English Goals. If you're new, hit subscribe so you don't miss helpful episodes. Emily, why do you think goals matter for English learning?
Thanks, Zach. Goals turn a big hope into small, doable steps. Without them, study time disappears into the day. When a plan is clear, confidence grows. Do you remember a goal that really worked for you, Zach?
Totally, Emily. Last year, I chose a 10-minute morning news clip with a transcript, 5 days a week. That beat my old vague goal, improve listening. The word specific means clear and exact, like naming the clip, time, and length.
I like that. It's also achievable, which means realistic for your life. And it was time-bound because you set a time and length. Zach, did that small limit make it easier to start?
For sure, Emily. Limits reduce pressure and decision fatigue. When I know the target, I start faster and I finish with energy. Why do you think goals keep motivation alive on tough days, Emily?
Because we can track progress. Track means watch your improvement over time. I put a check mark on my calendar. After a week, it feels like a chain. Hitting a milestone, a small success point, keeps me going. What micro goal would you suggest for a busy learner, Zach?
I'd say learn 5 new words you'll use today, record a 2-sentence voice note, or have a 1-minute chat with a coworker. Add a gentle deadline, by lunch or before bed, so it happens.
Nice. Quick recap, Zach. Clear, small, and timed beats big and blurry. And when it becomes a routine, something you do regularly, it takes less willpower. Could you share a simple goal sentence learners can copy?
Sure, Emily. I will study with resource for 10 minutes at time in place 5 days a week. I will track it in app or notebook. For example, I will shadow the BBC Learning English clip at 7 a.m. in my kitchen Monday to Friday and check it off in notes.
Love that. I also add an if-then plan. If my bus is late, then I'll listen to a short podcast. It protects the goal from distraction, which means something that takes your attention away. Zach, what if someone misses a day?
Be kind, reset, and win a tiny victory today. 1 page, 2 minutes, done. Then reward yourself, even with a smile or a sticker. Small rewards tell your brain, this matters. Emily, any last thought on why goals matter?
Goals give direction. Instead of study more, you know exactly when and how. That clarity reduces stress and saves time. And honestly, it feels good to see proof you showed up.
Quick story, Emily. My student Marta used to set huge weekend goals and then feel bad. We cut them into daily slices. 10 minutes of listening and 1 new phrase to use at work. After 2 weeks, her confidence jumped.
That's a perfect example, Zach. If you want, jot down 1 tiny goal for today while you listen. Keep it specific, achievable, and time-bound. And if our tips help, subscribe so you catch the next part.
Speaking of goals, Emily, should we break down SMART step by step? I've used it, but many learners hear it and think it's just a buzzword.
Definitely, Zach. S is specific, clear, and focused. Not improve listening, but watch 1 5-minute news video with subtitles and write 2 new phrases. Specific means you name exactly what you'll do.
Next is measurable. Measurable means you can count it. Minutes, number of phrases, or sessions per week. If you can't count it, you can't track it, and progress stays invisible.
A is achievable, realistic for your life, Zach. A tiny goal you finish beats a huge plan you skip. What's an achievable speaking goal you like?
Try this. Have a 10-minute video chat on Tuesday and Thursday using 3 target phrases. 10 minutes is small. 3 phrases keep focus. Later, you can grow it to 12 or 15.
R stands for relevant, connected to your real needs. If you work in customer service, practice apology phrases, not Shakespeare. Relevant goals keep motivation because they help your day immediately.
And T is time-bound. Set a finish time or deadline. Deadline means the time when something must be done. I like adding a start and an end, 7:30 to 7:45 a.m.
Quick recap: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Clear, countable, realistic, useful, and timed. If your goal hits all five, it's strong and easier to repeat.
Let's test it on a week goal. Improve vocabulary. How would you rewrite that, Emily?
Learn 5 job-related words from a meeting note at lunch, Monday to Friday, and use 2 in a message by 4 p.m. Countable, small, work-connected, and timed. Much clearer.
Another one. Understand British accents. Rewrite. Shadow a 3-minute BBC clip at 8 p.m., 4 nights a week, repeating key sentences twice, and record yourself. Shadow means copy rhythm and sound.
Nice. For exam prep, do 1 20-minute reading task on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Underline unknown words, check 5 after. Measurable and not endless, so you're more likely to start.
What about travel? Learn 10 airport phrases on Sunday morning and practice them aloud on the bus. It's relevant if you're flying next month, and the bus time sets the clock.
I also add a baseline, a starting point. Baseline means your current level or habit. If you already study 10 minutes, don't jump to 60 tomorrow. Step to 12 or 15 first.
Right. Start where you are, then adjust. Adjust means change a plan after you try it. If Tuesday explodes with meetings, move that session to Wednesday instead of quitting.
Quick check questions, Zach. Is it clear? Can I count it? Can I do it this week? Does it help my purpose? When will I finish? If yes, the goal is ready.
And add a tiny reward. A reward could be tea, a sticker, or texting a friend. Done. It sounds small, but it builds a habit, something you do regularly without drama.
That reminds me, Zach. When I write one SMART goal for today, I keep it short, useful, and timed. Tomorrow, I review it, tweak one detail, and keep the chain going.
Speaking of planning, Emily, how do we turn SMART goals into a weekly routine we can actually keep? I'm thinking simple, repeatable steps, not a perfect schedule.
I like starting with an anchor habit, Zach. Anchor means you connect English to something you already do, like morning coffee or the bus ride. When the anchor happens, English happens.
That makes sense, Emily. If I brew coffee at 7, I play a 5-minute news clip. It's easier because the time and place are fixed. Predictable moments lower the effort.
Exactly. Then we add theme days. Theme means each day has a focus. Monday listening, Tuesday speaking, Wednesday reading, Thursday vocabulary, Friday review. It keeps variety but avoids decision stress.
I'd also set a minimum dose, Emily. For me, 5 minutes is the floor. If I feel good, I can go longer, but the tiny minimum protects the routine on busy days.
And we need a fallback plan. Fallback means a backup. For example, if I miss the morning, then I'll do 2 minutes of shadowing at lunch. That way the chain doesn't break.
Speaking of chains, I like batching on Fridays. Batch means do similar tasks together. I review new words, update my checklist, and record a quick voice note to hear progress.
I add a small reward on Friday night, a favorite tea while I read a short article. Reward means something pleasant you give yourself after the task. It keeps motivation warm.
How would a sample week look, Emily? Something realistic for a busy person with a commute and kids.
Try this. Monday, 5 minutes of listening on the bus. Tuesday, a 10-minute chat with a friend or app partner after dinner. Wednesday, read 1 page and highlight 2 useful phrases. Thursday, review vocabulary cards and make 1 example sentence. Friday, batch review and a short recording. Weekend, optional fun English, music, or a film scene.
I'd tweak it for a parent with late nights. Morning coffee, 3 minutes of shadowing. Lunch, 2 vocabulary cards. Evening, 0 pressure listening while cooking. Small, steady steps beat random marathons.
Let's add tracking, Zach. A checklist is a simple list you tick. I like a calendar with boxes. Seeing a streak, a line of finished days, feels like proof you showed up.
Tools can stay simple. Phone reminders, a paper planner, or a sticker chart. Reminder means a signal to start. I set 1 beep at 7 a.m. and 1 at 7:05 as a gentle nudge.
Quick recap, Zach. Anchor to daily life. Use theme days. Set a small minimum. Keep a fallback. And track with a checklist and rewards. That covers routine basics.
And we should plan for energy dips. On low energy days, I switch to passive listening or a 2-minute read. Flexible doesn't mean lazy. It means smart.
Another tip? Prepare the night before. Put headphones in your bag, open the article tab, choose tomorrow's clip. This reduces friction. Friction is anything that makes starting hard.
I also like a reset ritual after a missed day. Ritual means a small, fixed set of steps. Breathe, choose the next tiny task, and do 1 minute. Done. Momentum returns.
Zach, one last micro habit? I stick a note on my mug, 5 words. While the kettle boils, I review vocabulary. It's short and kind of fun.
Love it, Emily. So, a routine you can keep is built from anchors, theme days, minimum doses, fallbacks, tracking, and tiny rewards. Small wins, week after week. That's the engine. Speaking of routines, how about some mini dialogues people can copy in real life? Let's start with planning tomorrow's study time.
Love it, Zach. Planning mini dialogue at the breakfast table. Are you free at 7 p.m. for 10 minutes of English? Yes, I'm free. Let's do vocabulary cards.
Nice and clear. The word free here means available, not costs nothing. Another version, does 7:15 work for you? It works. See you then.
And a quick calendar line. I'll set a reminder. Reminder means a small alert that helps you remember. Simple, friendly, and specific.
Let's switch to asking for help, Emily. Many learners feel shy. What's an easy way to ask a coworker or friend?
Try this mini dialogue. Could you listen to my 2 sentences? Sure, go ahead. Did I use the phrase follow up correctly? Yes, and you could also say check in.
I like could you because it's polite and short. Follow up means contact again later. Check in means ask for an update.
Another help asking line for messages. Do you have 5 minutes after lunch to practice a quick dialogue? It's respectful and time-bound, so it's easy to say yes.
Great. Now checking progress, keeping it light. Mini dialogue. How's your English plan this week? Pretty good. I finished 3 sessions and learned 5 phrases.
Add 1 reflection question. What helped? My bus playlist. Reflection means thinking back to learn from experience. It turns progress into a habit.
For self-check, I say, today's quick win was a 1-minute voice note. Quick win means a small success that builds momentum.
And if things slip, I missed Wednesday, but I restarted with 2 minutes. Restart is powerful, short, honest, and positive.
Let's add 1 planning chat for families. Mini dialogue. Can we do story time in English tonight? Yes, 1 short page before bed.
That's sweet and realistic. Or roommates. Quiet time from 7 to 7:15? Got it. Headphones on. Short requests reduce friction. Friction is anything that makes starting hard.
Quick recap. Planning uses clear time words. Asking for help uses polite openers like, could you? Checking progress uses light reflection. what helped, and what next.
And keep sentences short when you're nervous. Short equals doable. Then, if you feel confident, add one more detail, like 2 phrases about travel.
Bonus mini dialogue for texting. Ping me at 7. Ping means send a quick message. Reply. Pinging now. Time for 5 new words.
These tiny scripts make action easy, Zach. If listeners borrow even one line today, their routine gets lighter and more consistent.
Speaking of everything we covered, Emily, before we wrap up, 3 verbs keep a routine alive. Track, adjust, celebrate. Simple words, but they change behavior when we use them daily.
Totally, Zach. Track means notice and record progress. I tick a small box after each session, and I write one word: listened, spoke, or read. It keeps the streak visible and satisfying.
I'm with you. My tracker is a tiny scoreboard with 3 boxes: listen, speak, read. If I tick 2, the day still counts. Scoreboard just means a simple visual record of effort.
And I add a quick reflection line at night. Reflect means think back to learn. I ask what helped and what got in the way. 2 answers guide tomorrow without guilt.
That leads to adjust, Emily. Adjust means change a plan after you try it. If Tuesday explodes, I move the chat to Wednesday, cut 10 minutes to 5, or swap listening for reading.
Exactly, Zach. I use if-then plans. If I miss the bus study time, then I'll shadow 1 minute while dinner cooks. Small tweaks protect momentum. Tweak just means a tiny change.
Now, celebrate. Celebrate doesn't need fireworks. After 5 check marks, I make tea and play a favorite song. A milestone, like 10 sessions, gets a bigger treat: a new notebook or movie night.
Quick recap, Zach. Track with a simple checklist, adjust with tiny tweaks and if-then plans, and celebrate small wins often. That rhythm keeps goals friendly, not heavy.
One last micro mission from me. Today, record a 30-second voice note and tick 1 box. If you miss it, reset. Reset means start fresh without drama. Next small step, right now.
I love that. Listeners can write 1 smart line for tomorrow, set 1 reminder, and choose 1 tiny reward. Then on Friday, review, adjust 1 detail, and keep the chain going.
Thanks for spending time with us, Emily. Consistency beats perfection. Consistency means doing it regularly. Keep it light, count your wins, and speak a little every day.
Thanks, Zach. If this helped, tap subscribe or share it with a friend. Take care, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next episode.